the guns, the drugs from my generation. I'll take the fall.
Hello guys, how everybody doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're staying safe as well. As you can see, what this video is a big discussion. Well, not a big discussion. Well, an overall discussion about how I think, how I feel, of how WWE is going. Um, Basically, not only the show itself, also the video games as well. So let's move on to the show. First of all, with the shows. Um, First of all, I don't really watch them anymore due to the fact, to me, I miss. I rather watch back when it was good, where it was, you know, hardcore matches, TLC matches, backstage brawls, basically stuff that you don't see now. I understand the fact that they're wanting to make sure it's suitable for everyone, so it's a family, like a family show. But I remember it when it was actually really good. Yes, you can obviously tell there'll be times where it's fixed, but that's to help obviously making sure the wrestlers are safe to do what they need them to do. So I mean, back in the days when it was Hardy Boys, Dudley Boys, and Edge and Christie in the TLC matches when they had was absolutely brilliant. I mean, if you, of course, if you're a WWE fan, I'm sure you remember those times. I mean, the storylines as well, like with Kane and Undertaker, Steve Austin and The Rock and Triple H and Stone Cold, big big stars having the brawls. So basically, it's like, well, it wasn't just three. There was loads of huge wrestlers. But nowadays we've got Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, which quite so happens to be one of my favourites. Just as well as his finisher, that is. John Cena, Brock Lesnar, which we barely see nowadays. Last time I remember, Undertaker, which we probably know by now. He's not got long left, which is a huge shame that I'm known. There's words about retirement from the Big Show, which we all know he is a big, gigantic, like, role in the whole business. And so, I mean, there's words of return of Jeff Hardy's and Matt Hardy's, all that kind of stuff. But due to the fact, like I say, when I used to watch it, when you had the TLC matches, backstage brawls, you know, proper brutal stuff, which I understand. Like I said, they put through, they went through blood and sweat just to entertain us, and that's when they done really greatly. As we all know, things can go badly when it comes to wrestling, when a move's not been executed properly, or landed properly, or perhaps jumping off a simple turnbuckle, and something's gone wrong. But like I say, I mean, thinking to the actual legends that I know that are still there. Like I said, the Undertaker. I haven't seen the full video footage of Undertaker versus Shane McMahon back in WrestleMania. I'll pop your hands up. And WrestleMania is one of those things I would watch because obviously the grand. It's basically obviously the biggest event for wrestling for WWE itself. But as I had seen footage afterwards, when you'd seen the Undertaker out of breath or tired and just can't deal with it anymore. But I think, this is my personal thought, but I reckon that this year, within the next WrestleMania, would be the Undertaker's last one, because I don't think he could go go any further, even though he is he is WWE. He's been there for so long. And it is a shame to say that, because considering, well, with what they're doing with Kane, as we all know, Undertaker's brother, Kane is not long. It is not Kane no more. They completely ruined the story about Kane. I mean, fair dues, yeah. When he debuted with the whole red and black and, you know, the scary looking of Kane, and then obviously they changed the costume a bit further, bit lighter with the vest and all that, different mask, which is still reasonably good. But obviously when it comes to taking it off, he went through that absolute chaotic, which yet again opened up a new chapter with Kane. But now, as you see in a suit and with some hair, last time I remember, that's not. I don't know what's going on. They've completely ruined Kane in my. And I used to. Kane used to be one of my most favourite wrestlers, and nowadays Kane is just not there. Um, I mean, Bill Goldberg. Um, I seen him live back in WCW, and yeah, we remember. I think, was it 2002 or something around that area, where he actually came to WWE, and what I remember of the reason why he had left is due to the fact of like the divas and all that, because he was wanted to be like a superhero to kids and that. Basically, basically what John Cena is now, obviously, because most kids like John Cena. Um, so I mean, it's one for me. It's not really enjoyable to me per se. Um, I mean, that's probably why like I don't actually watch it that much now. With in all fairness, moving on from shows to games, however, video games, however, that is. 2K16. What's going on with that? They've got glitches everywhere. There's like, I mean, yeah, there's a load of people in rosters, but they're the same people. Like Steve Austin, which is fair dues, we once for the whole story of Steve Austin. Big fan of Steve Austin, no matter what. We have different versions of Steve Austin, different versions of Triple H. These have taken spaces to those that could potentially be on the game, like Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero, or or like Rikishi, which I believe he was actually on. Scotty 2 Hotty, Grandmaster Sexy, Viscera, Midian, Gangrel. There's so many wrestlers out there that should still become like at least mentioned and not be duplicated by the same person. I remember back in PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2 when it was SmackDown Know Your Roles, Shut Your Mouth, SmackDown 1, SmackDown 2, all the old ones. When it comes to the Superstar, and you would choose the attire, so you could choose which year they are. So you're not taking space of the choice of wrestlers. Even matches nowadays, you don't really have the chance to take your opponent in the backstage, or, which I remember, over the barricade, not OMGs all the time, because that is beyond the joke in my case. I mean, yeah, it looks fun, it looks good, but he's not like miss the idea of chucking your opponent onto the announce table and not have a force field to say no, you're not allowed doing that. Yeah, I mean, I mean, also, in all fairness, me and my friends, sorry about that, me and my friends, as you've thing, my top 5 WWE fails. We only play it now just to find fails, like glitches, major glitches as well. I mean, one of them was it where my friend choked down Andre the Giant, big legend, chucked him off the cage. At the same time, I was trying to be sneaky, take him down, but instead, I'm on the floor, and Andre the Giant is kind of like jumping up and down, and then kind of grabbing me, and all of a sudden, I'm upside down. I'm through the cage, so therefore I'm like that. But yet again, my mate could still do the finisher, and I'm still like that. I'm like, what? Like, really? So there's a lot of glitches I've seen on. I mean, I'll put my hands up. Yes, I do like the idea about your superstar, how they get to get better and all that kind of stuff. I do like that situation. But they need to sort stuff out. I mean, I don't mind fakeism back on Here Comes the Pain. If you remember how you could climb a helicopter and hang it like just hanging like a monkey in it and just jump, which is great. Um, the 20-foot ladder, which nowadays we only have 50, but the 20 or the 50 feet ladder, well, was it the 50 feet ladder? The 30 feet ladder, that was it. The 30-foot ladder that Jeff Hardy had done the Swanton Bomb off, which, yet again, another good moment in the actual show. All these ramblings, I can go on and go on and go on, and obviously no one's gonna really be bothered, especially in the WWE. But this is just my discussion within the whole WWE situation. But now, as I know it's a little bit too late to sort of mention it, but about the past of China, which is such a great loss about about losing China. The fact that she's the first intercontinental champion, big role in the D-Generation X. And yet again, there's words that she's now going to be in the Hall of Fame. Now she is. Whereas I understand what she did do, which let's just say adult, yes. But at the end of the day, what she done for the company was huge, and she was pretty much the bodyguard for DX, which we can all accept about that. And well, I don't know if you all would read it about it, but the backstory between China, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon. I'm not going to mention it in case it's going to erupt anything, because I wouldn't want to do that. But the idea of personal things affecting a superstar, and obviously it's not good. It's not good in business, considering what happens. I'm not going to mention nothing, but if you wish to, Google it. But that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't want to get myself into trouble if anyone watches this. Anyways, so yeah, so that's the shows and the games that I'm getting really disappointed about, to be honest. I mean, like I said, the only reason why I'll be getting WWE 2K17 when it comes out is just to go through the fields again and possibly making more videos just to enjoy the whole fields that we find. So yeah, that's basically me rambling on for what, nearly 15 minutes now. So I hope you enjoyed this rambling on about the WWE, and if you wish to comment down below whatever you wish, what your thoughts, or what you enjoyed, or what you liked, or what you hate, or you don't like, anything, comment down below, and feel free to reply if ASAP. Like the video if you like the video, and subscribe for a lot more content to come. And that's me. And like I always, and thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. And like I always say, be yourself. Cheers.